An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Trying to run, it's Jackson. And they're able to get him down.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
He makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Quarterback moving. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Now adjusting. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the move, it's Lacy. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll give to Frazier. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field, but the gamble paid off.
Running inside, it's Lacy. Maybe some room here. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Throwing, say it. Finds his man. It's Johnson.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The run inside. It's Jackson. Crosses the 45. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Say it. That's caught. It's Jackson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the 1st.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Breaks the ground right along the back of the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the top.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Rebels offense is back on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it, turning it on? And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Crease at the 20. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man.
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Looking for space. It's Lacy. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to the ground with the running back. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Makes the grab. It's Gill. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so...
Got a little grass. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Here's Sayin to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Unloads to the wideout. Fires left side. It's Smith. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. Again, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. And they got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Sayin. He's going to fire deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Alexander. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Now on the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nope.
Oh, he's got some space. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. Touchdown, Ole Miss! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Flips it out to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
The sure hands, it's Jackson. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Lost the defense. He's wide open. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Rush is on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we can go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to...
Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Great job getting the interception, maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy, you're finding your blockers, you're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's...
Touchdown! Buckeye! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Running inside, it's Lacy. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's in open space downfield. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this 1st down.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's brought down. A short return for the defense. Comes out on top with a pick.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Throwing, say it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with a 1st down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Say it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Zayin back to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Zayin. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes a grab. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Timeout. timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the left to Smith. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets it out fast. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Again, it's Sayin. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, and it'll be first and goal from the 1. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.